Welcome to Tatiana King Exclusive Access. I'm your host, Tatiana King, and today we have an incredibly talented artist in the building, the one and only
Slim. What's up?
Love to ride on the beat.
Girl, I want you to know that I love you, I love you.
You know, there's something I want to talk to you about.
I'm ready. Tat.
What is this whole thing about you and Drake? What is this beef that you have with Drake?
I was on one platform and I did say that Drake was a culture vulture. I used the word culture vulture, and the reason why I use that word because then if we're not mincing words and we want to be realistic,
Yes.
he is that type.
Okay.
All right?
So you're setting it straight, that you do feel that way.
I feel that way in a way where I feel like he's had that leverage, okay, from TV all the way through to who I mean, like he's grown up to become. Now, if you watch, most of Drake's hit albums and hit singles were not songs that Drake typically does.
Okay.
For instance, One Dance.
Okay.
It's an Afrobeat song
Okay.
written by an African guy. Let's get the record straight. Wizkid wrote that song.
Okay.
It says it in the inlay. If Drake's publicist and their management is lying, then I'm lying.
Okay.
But it says it there. Wizkid, Balago, he's the guy that wrote that song. One Dance. You understand?
Yes.
And so for me, what I was saying was that Drake sees where people are eating, and he always comes in. And since he's a big dog, he's able to buy more market. As compared to someone that doesn't have that kind of thing. But I don't even have a problem if you kind of be a culture vulture. Make sure you give back to where you took from.
Okay.
Now, I want anyone that watches this platform to come in and tell me that Drake went to an African community and did a donation or did something for the African community. How many African people have hosted an African event and have invited Drake and he's been there? That was my issue, and people misquoted me and kind of took it different, that I have something against Drake. I have nothing against Drake.
Okay.
He just have to give back where he takes from. That's all.
So you've had quite the career, and you know it's still unfolding. I definitely want to get a little more into those memorable moments, those very beginning moments of when you were building this career, and some of the challenges that you had to get to this place. Because some people might see you and think, "Oh wow, he's just a natural. He just has it together." You put him on the stage, boom. You put him in a live band scenario, boom. They don't know.
Tat, in every work that you do, every work is hard work, like I would say, because in order for you to be different, because there's a lot of hosts in the world, but for you to be Tatiana King, you got to do something that people would identify that is Tatiana King.
Of course.
You understand? So you as a person, you like always have to be one step ahead of your own self, right? And like when I kind of bring it into my work ethic, I see it like, okay, this is a guy that was singing at a church, right? And then as I was growing up, I saw that, okay, I could do this, I could do that.
Yeah.
So why don't I perfect them? Because if you don't, like I said, if you don't perfect yourself, you can't upgrade your value.
So your career, we can say, started in church?
Started in church.
And then?
About 20 years ago, when I landed in Canada, there was nothing like Ghana, Nigeria, African party together. There was nothing like that. If it was a Ghana party, it was three things. It was either a funeral, wedding, or baby shower, and which was always done in the basement. So it was, after me, there's another artist called Castilou.
Yes.
And there's another artist called J Baz. There's another artist called, may he so rest in peace, Ron Stee.
That's right.
It was when we got signed under Odroff. Castilou and myself, we were Ghanaians. J Baz and Ron Stee, may he so rest in peace, were Nigerians. So if we did an event, Nigerians will come, Ghanaians will come.
Right.
This is how the whole party, and nobody could dispute this fact.
Wow.
There was nothing like that. We created that thing. There's a DJ called DJ Shorty. DJ Shorty was a dancer. He wasn't a DJ, he was a traditional dancer.
Wow.
It was us that started letting him play at baby showers, and then when he's playing, even though he wasn't good, but we still go, DJ Shorty, and now we have Shorty, and he's training young DJs day in, day out, and all of that. So it's like, it was that Ordroff movement that brought this whole African and countries doing parties together, like Ghana meets Nigeria, and all those things, bringing all of that together. So me being one of a kind that brought that kind of African thing to the music, because when I came here, there were other artists here. Right. There were other artists, but they were doing hip hop. They were rapping on hip hop beats and not doing no shows. There was nothing like that, just in their basement and stuff, and rapping on staircases. So I brought that soul, singing in African language in the Ghanaian, and at that time, hip life was coming up. Right. So these guys would come and take me to the studio, and then I would do, like, let's say, a chorus for them, and they would rap their English on it. So that is how it started. Oh, wow. It's not just one man's game. All of us, everyone that is contributed, dropped a single, dropped an artwork, whoever is an artist that has done something, we've all in a way contributed to what we're experiencing now. Because you can't go to a club, today and not hear Afrobeat. Right. You hear it. So that should be a proud moment for every African Canadian artist. Yeah, it's been an incredible journey. The African music movement right now is so big. Yes. It's completely blown. Big. When I'm with you, there's some sweet time. Ooh, yeah. Girl, you get the one. Come round with the outside. You've been a part of a lot of events that have taken place here in Toronto. Yeah. A lot of shows, a lot of concerts, diamonds, platinums, and Rayvani, the Africa All-Star Music Festival, Afrofest, and of course even Afrofest Ghana. So I kind of want you to talk to me a little bit about those experiences, performing on these stages with these types of artists that we're importing in, right? And how you really feel about opening up for these artists when sometimes you're better than the artist. Yes, I will start answering your question from this angle. In life, never give up on what you believe in. That is the first thing. And for me, being on those platforms is a testament to me that I'm working, or my management is working. Because when we started, there was nothing like putting your face on a flyer. Even if they will put you on a flyer, they will just write your name. Also performing or opening up, Slim Flex. Right. But now it came to a point where they knew the face had a value, so they have to put your face on flyers to attract. And to me, that alone, it's very, very good. And one more thing also is when you are asked to open, okay, we know Jay-Z, we know Beyonce. Beyonce has opened the Grammys before. Beyonce has opened several shows before. But Beyonce is one of the top artists we have in this world today. To me, it doesn't matter where you start the show, it's the impact you leave while you're on the show. So that is my belief in life, that it might be your time, but it is not your turn. And when your turn comes, nobody, it doesn't matter where they go, it doesn't matter what mechanism they devise against you, when it's your turn and it's your turn, it is your turn. Yeah, Afrofest Ghana. Afrofest Ghana. Tell me about that experience, because it looked great from social media. It was good because, the overall show, we didn't have as much crowd as we anticipated. Okay. However, the overall show was properly well put together. Okay. Time to promote. It was a proud moment for me, seeing you and the other artists get to go to Ghana and get to perform in that way. Yeah. I thought it was amazing. Yes. From what I saw, I wish that I was able to be there in the flesh, but it was really great to see that you guys went and you conquered and you executed and you guys got it done. Very good, very good. It was very good. Shout out to Music Africa. Of course. Shout out to Kiza Music and all the people that put their resources and their strength behind it to see it come to light. Shout out to K-Pop C Entertainment for making this happen. It's gonna be too much surprises, too much explosion. Just you gotta be in the crowd to see what's gonna happen, you know? Slim Flex Fireman, always. You
How do you feel about the accessibility to funding and resources and support? Did you feel when you were coming up that those things were there and available to you, or do you think that the times have changed and now it's a lot easier for an up-and-coming artist now to sort of move forward or propel their career forward?
To be honest with you, I'm not going to mince words. I'm going to give it as raw as I can.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
I don't think the entertainment industry in Canada, especially the grant givers, give enough assistance to music of African origin and cultures of African origin. Now, this is my first problem that I have. It's with the Junos. Afrobeats, now if you go on to, let's say, Apple Music or Spotify, there's a genre called Afrobeats now, right? There's a genre called Afrobeats. But yet, when they're gonna do Junos, they put all of us in one world music.
Okay.
They have, bear in mind, they say world music. They have a Latin category, and you'll be surprised that the people that win from the world music category are people that are Latin music lovers or people that do Latin music. You apply for grants, or sometimes on like Art Council, because they release the people that get the grants. And you go through the names and I ask, where are my African people? I don't see them. I've applied so many times, nothing.
Okay.
So I think the people in those places should do more, you know, to give African artists, especially African artists, when we come in there to submit our applications for grants and stuff, see it as important as you would see an Avril Lavigne type of application, because at the end of the day, they have a bigger platform than us. So we need more help.
You know, I have something to add to what you're saying, because as much as we would want them to provide more funding to us as Africans, right? There are a lot of artists, and I'm sure you know this,
Yes.
that aren't submitting.
Yeah.
They don't have a bio, they don't have a website, their social media is not on point.
Yes.
They're not subsubmitting. So how do you expect to get something
Can I talk on
if
that?
you're not submitting?
Exactly. And I agree with you 175%. This is why. If you say you are an artist, and this is where promoters, this goes to promoters and DJs. Toronto promoters and Toronto DJs, listen to this, especially African DJs and African promoters. Don't just play somebody's songs for once just because you think they are your friend. Play the song because it makes sense. Play the song because this is a serious artist. My management is spending money to put me out there, to have me in the Caribbean and stuff. You see the work.
Right.
So if you go on, let's say G98, and you are playing, and there's no Slim Flex in the run, you are doing a disservice to your program and also to the artist. You go to these award categories they do, and they sometimes nominate someone that does not even have an official song out. They have a demo,
Right.
and their name is in the categories. Things like that, I see it, and I'll be like, why would you even put me in this category? Because I'm working hard to like gain this, and somebody just came and you just threw them in there.
So it'd be safe to say that we still have a long way to go.
A long way to go.
Still a lot of work to do.
DJs, promoters, show people that, look, if you are someone who is doing a show, you want to put the best act on the field. It's not because I can get Slim Flex for free,
Right.
so let me go and get Slim Flex. No. I will pay tax even if it's $200. Just say that, so that she can buy her gas and come.
Right.
Because I know Tat can deliver. Because I always tell my management that if we're doing a show, if Diet Monkey is doing a show, the people that are going to be, handling our stage and stuff, it's you and Glotty. Why? Because we have seen you guys work.
You know, I think we definitely need to have a bigger conversation.
Yeah.
And it's something I hope to do on this platform, to have a bigger conversation
That'd be nice.
with, the artists, the DJ, the MCs,
That'd be nice.
the
Tat,
promoters.
if you could do that, God will bless you.
It's something that I've been dreaming of for a very
God
long
will
time.
bless you if you could do
know,
that.
we need the right space, a very
Trust
nice
me.
space, a comfortable space
Trust
for us to talk. But
Trust
there's
me.
definitely a lot to talk
No,
about.
because coming from you, maybe they will listen.
Maybe.
Because you coming from the outside,
Well,
Yeah.
this has been interesting dialogue.
It's been
Very
interesting,
interesting dialogue.
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to you all day long.
Me too. Me too.
If you're happy and you know, say hey. If you're happy and you know, say hey. If you're happy and you know you can be chill. If you're happy and you know, say hey.
In finale to this extremely engaging conversation that we've had today,
Yes.
what do you want people to remember you as, and what legacy, if any, would you like to leave behind when you're gone?
Okay. Thank you, and thank you once again for having me on the show. The first thing is I would like to be see myself as a better father to my kids. That's my number one thing. To become a better man in society in general, and also to see my craft move up the ladder from where I am now. In terms of, like let's say advice or anything, I would just tell everyone: follow your passion, follow your dreams. Don't do something that is not you. Do things that would make you feel happy about yourself. And work hard. Work until you don't have to introduce yourself. If you're a young artist and you only have 5 songs, you have to start having about 30 songs.
Right.
Right? Because you want to prepare yourself and get yourself to that. So finally, just I want people to remember the help that I have contributed to the African music and African culture in Canada. When the master calls me and my eyes are closed, I want them to know that there was once an artist in Canada who actually helped propel this whole African dream of having an African industry up there. That's where I want people to know me as.
I commend you for all of the years of work that you put into your craft. It's always a pleasure to watch you perform, to work with you and be in your presence.
Thank you.
And I wish you nothing but success as you propel yourself forward into
Action Year.
Action Year.
Slim Flex. Right now, when you say Slim Flex, you say Action Year. On Instagram, you can find me out on Slim Flex Godson. When you come to Facebook, Slim Flex Godson, or Kwesi Slim Flex, KWASI Slim Flex, you can find me there. On Snapchat, I'm Slim Baba. You know, you can put Slim BABA.
Slim Daddy.
Yeah, Slim Daddy, straight. So on Snapchat, you could get me on there. And then my YouTube channel.
Okay.
I want people to patronize it a lot. Official Slim Flex on YouTube. Just subscribe to it, and trust me, you won't be disappointed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Amazing
babe.
having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Pat.
Have a great
It was wonderful
year.
having you. Yeah.
All right, guys, yours truly, Tatiana King. It's been a pleasure. Keep it locked for another incredible episode next time. Tatiana King, exclusive access.